But I wrote the book Pales to try to answer the question, what do you tell your kids about success? Because there's two definite paths, and I talked about this last year, so I won't go too far into this, but one path is they tell you, follow your heart and you'll always love what you do and you'll never work a day in your life. And the other path is, forget that because you'll end up broke. You better go do something that works. And some parents teach that second one, and some parents teach the first one. And so I kind of started taking a survey of very successful people that I knew and asked them which path was right. And when you press them on it, they kind of like wiggle out of it a little bit because they can tell I was going to trick them. So they won't claim either path. And all that ends up coming out is a bunch of babble about education and being happy. I want them to be happy and should get education. That's about all they can come up with. They didn't know. No wonder their kids don't know. Mom and dad didn't know. Even successful mom and dad didn't know. So I wrote a whole book trying to solve that dilemma and tell my oldest son something about what I think on that. That's out of that book. And in that book, I was typing along, I accidentally typed this sentence. It's not as important to succeed as it is to matter, and you'll likely accomplish the former if you shoot for the latter. I should have been a poet or a rapper or something. But that really is true. If you seek meaning first, success actually becomes pretty easy, and it's the right kind of success. But I can't ever give a talk, apparently, without this quote coming out. I didn't have it in my notes, but it fits right in, and it's attributed to D.L. Moody, and he said, our greatest fear shouldn't be that we won't succeed. Our greatest fear should be that we will succeed at something that just doesn't matter. It's my favorite quote, because that's exactly what happens to most people in life. They don't do enough that matters. When I was an engineer working in a factory, I was not really mattering as much as I think I was supposed to. Now, not that the guys that are doing that job now aren't mattering. It's different strokes for different folks, and everybody's been assigned something different, but after a while, it felt like I was wearing someone else's shoes. Not wrong for them, but they were wrong for me. And I really believe maximizing meaning in your life is wearing your own shoes and figuring out where those shoes are supposed to take you, and then taking them there.